The man raised the vase high, and smashed it hard onto the floor. He picked out two similar pieces of glass, wrapped them with cloth strips, and secured them with tape. Just like that, he made himself a pair of sunglasses. He planned to use them to start his escape. Nick was a legendary aerial thief. He had picked countless locks in his life, and stolen more art than anyone could count. He had never once failed. That day he teamed up with a partner, planning to steal a painting from a billionaire's penthouse. Since the billionaire lived on the top floor, Nick flew in directly by helicopter. After landing on the balcony, his partner hacked into the mansion's security system, and unlocked the door for Nick. Inside, he had just 7 minutes to grab the painting. Nick didn't waste a second and got to work. The billionaire was an avid collector. The house was full of famous paintings. Nick followed the plan and started taking the artwork, but the self-portrait that should be been there had been replaced. He searched everywhere, but the self-portrait was gone. Time was almost up. He had to get out now. At the door, he asked for the code from his partner, but when he entered the code, the door didn't open. Instead, it triggered the entire security system. All the doors and windows slammed shut, and alarms blared non-stop. Panicking, Nick grabbed a decoration and tried to smash the glass, but what he didn't know was, the entire place was fitted with bulletproof glass. The blaring alarm drove Nick into a frenzy. Eventually, he cut the wires to each alarm one by one. Once he calmed down, Nick started figuring out how to escape. He looked around and saw that the wooden front door was the weakest point, so he pulled out a knife and started prying it open. He didn't know how long he worked on it, but the temperature in the house kept rising. It seemed the smart system had turned on the heater. Burning up, Nick went to the kitchen to get water. Unfortunately, the main valve had been shut off. The whole house had no running water. Luckily, he found a bit of water in the fridge. After drinking, he returned to keep working on the door. He didn't know how much time passed before he finally pierced through the wood, but then he lost all hope. Behind the wooden door was a steel plate. Nick was completely exhausted. He lay on the table and tried calling his partner with the walkie-talkie, but he never got a response.